Two big things. My dad in jail. So nobody never taught me nothing. But you watch TV. You know right from wrong. You know what's good. You know you heard the Bible or the Holy Quran or the Torah. You know something. You know what's positive, what's negative. You know what to do and not to do. But you just chose to go kill somebody or rape somebody because you felt like your dad was in there. That's an excuse. My mom was in there. Or my grandma raised me, but I don't like my grandma. Why you eat your grandma food then? If you don't like it, get your own job. Right? Don't eat your grandma food if you don't like her. That's what I'm saying. If I didn't like my mom, I wouldn't eat her food. Obviously because I liked her somewhat, and I'm not gonna just use it for no food and then say, oh, she didn't give me what I want. Don't do it. You a man enough to kill somebody, rape somebody, or do all these crimes, you can get a job. And there's jobs out there, these not the ones you might not want, but there's jobs there. Just apply for them. You gotta start somewhere. Number 2, take control of your life. Take control over your life. I get excited sometimes, I talk kind of fast. I'm sorry. At a certain point, I decided I'm gonna take control over my life. I decided to get into college. I tried twice before I got to Buff State. Even though I was supposed to go right out of high school, but I was devastated, I was messed up. But at a certain point, I said, you know what, I'm gonna take control over my life. And I sit there and you think, what does that really mean? Take control of your life. It means waking up every morning, not at 6 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning, everybody else get up. Wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning when you only had 3 or 4 hours of sleep and you coming to school or you studying your homework or you studying for that test or you doing something that's productive with your time. That's taking control of your life. Not sleeping. Doing what you have to do when it needs to be done. That's taking control of your life. Number 3, don't blame others. You all know my story right now, and you know a lot about my life. There's one person in this whole world I could have blamed for all my downfalls. You all can say it at the same time by 23, my stepfather. I could have blamed him for everything, but I didn't. All I did was take what he did to me, this accept it, like this, all the things he did to me, called me names, beat me, stabbed me, so many times. He stabbed me twice actually with keys in my arm one time. I didn't tell you that story, but that's another time, another day. All this stuff, but I never went out and blamed him. I didn't blame the lady I was in the car accident. I didn't ever blame her for getting me in a car accident and paralyzing me. I didn't blame her for that. I didn't take her and say, oh, you know what, she hit me, so I'm gonna give up on life. I'm gonna give up on this. I'm gonna give up on what I want to do as a person. I don't want to be Jake Simmons anymore. I want to be somebody else. That's what it is when you're making excuses. You see everybody falling, all you're doing is following in line, so you're being somebody else. Do not blame others when you're trying to be successful, because you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. Next topic, number 4, expect to fail. You have to expect to fail. If somebody's giving you everything your whole life, and the one time you've been told no, and you crab up and you hide, listen, you don't know pain. You will never know pain if that one time you was told no, you decided to retreat. You have to be told no. You have to expect to fail. You have to. People that fail are the most successful people. Set goals. We all know what that means. We're in college. Goals, right? Like, you set a goal, you reach a goal. You set a goal, you reach a goal. You set a goal, you reach the goal. When I say set a goal, that doesn't mean, I'm gonna study for this exam, and then I'm gonna try to get a C on this exam. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. No. Setting a real goal means I'm gonna study the exam, I'm gonna try to get an A in this exam. I'm not gonna study the day before the exam, I'm gonna study a week before the exam because I know the exam is coming. That's setting a goal. And then when you reach that goal is when you get to that exam, and if you don't get an A, and you don't get a B+, you do get that C. You study and you work hard for that. That's how you reach your goal. Not just mediocrely, just trotting along this because everybody else doing it and you get there. that's not setting goals and reaching goals. You got to set standards and reach those standards. And if you can reach those standards with the hard work in between, then trust me, that is one of the major keys to success, is that hard work. People lack that. People lack that a lot. A final thing about reaching goals, I'm stuck on that. Key to success is to give back. This event right here is free. Y'all didn't charge y'all nothing. I get paid professionally to speak. Out of town, everything. I have my own company, I have my own business cards. I get paid professionally to speak. And it's a nice amount of money too. But when you're in a position to give back, it means this. I can speak to you all 4 and 5 hours without asking for a dime. So when you can give back knowledge, that's free. When you go through something, when you gain that knowledge from whatever the struggle you've been through, overcoming a hardship, and you give that back to somebody else, that's becoming successful. Because see, now you're changing somebody else's life. You're inspiring somebody else. To be successful, you have to not make excuses. You have to take control of your life. Not blame others. Expect to fail. Set goals. Reach goals. And be in a position to give back. Not money. Not cars. Not fancy clothes. Not nice shoes. Not bow ties. You have to be able to give back knowledge. My brothers and sisters right there. There's half of them you see, the one in the yellow, one in the blue, one in the white, and the other one in the corner. Those are my stepbrothers. Those are my stepfather. Those are his kids. They're all older now and everything, but at a certain point in time in life, I took care of all of them. I was always a big brother for them and everything. I got 2 more topics I'm going to talk about, then we're going to be done. I'm going to give you a chance to ask me some questions, whatever you want to ask. But, basketball. I know everybody want to know about basketball. Basketball has been my outlet to everything I've gone through. Basketball has allowed me to make it in this life anywhere I've made it. Because you know what? I did one thing in my life what I could control, my stepfather beating me and all these things going on to me, I could control making the basket. I would shoot the jump shot. I know I like saying that. Shoot the jump shot, watch it go in the net. And every time I went in the net, I knew, man, I can make that as many times as I wanted if I just focused hard and worked on it and got better at it. So I would keep shooting, keep shooting, keep shooting. Every time I shoot, everything around me, my mother dying, my stepfather beating me, anything I've ever gone through, being homeless, not having no food, being in foster care, everything that went around me would fade away. I wouldn't see none of that. I wouldn't even hear it. So that's my outlet. When you have an outlet, use that for anything you're going through, whether it be drawing, dancing, reading a book, whatever your outlet may be, use that to get you through life because trust me, you're going to need that. The crocheting, I don't care what it is, do what you have to do. I know how to crochet too because I had to learn in high school. I'm a man of many talents. You had to learn your outlet has to be something. Basketball has been my outlet. Basketball has gotten me through so many things. That does not take away how good I am in basketball. Okay, I'm just playing. But basketball has definitely got me there. I got to tell my kids, and I've talked to them, you got to have an outlet, man. You can't just sit in here and sit around and do nothing. You can't just let your life be focused on, video games all day. Man, video games can be an outlet, but be moderate with that. Don't let that be something that's, that you just do all the time and consume the time where you need to be doing study and things like that. But you gotta have an outlet. You gotta have something you're doing with yourself. Overcoming hardships and struggles. As you guys know, this whole thing has been about hardships and struggles I've gone through. The key to overcoming hardships and struggles is the fact that you have to believe, you just have to believe that there's a better day. You'd have to believe it. I mean, the slaves believed it. The civil rights movement